very long time. I stuck with Hell's on Fire because I like them a lot, and I still do like them. I actually like all the members still. The clan's changed a lot since I've left, but I still like their leader vampire arc and everything. The reason why I left is because it became increasingly inactive, and at one point it was just me and several other people who were playing in every day anymore, and it wasn't even just playing every day. Some people weren't playing every 2 weeks or something like that. So I eventually left Hell's on Fire, and we made a new clan called Black. And this is probably where all the confusion came in, because before Black came along, I was just kind of upset, and I didn't really want to be in a clan because I was tired of switching clans, even though it's only been 2 clans. I really hated it, and so I joined Smexy Dance Party, which is a clan that Manny had created. And I joined it because I thought the clan was really laid back, and I didn't really care that much anymore about clans or anything. And so when I got into there, my ex-clanmates had to convince me for like 2 weeks to leave. And I offered Manny to stay in Smexy Dance Party, but he said it was okay and everything. So then we created this new clan called Black. And what happened with Black is that was all fine and dandy, but then someone hacked an admin's account in Black, and this person kicked everyone out of the clan. And so after that happened, we created another Black clan, and then that didn't work out because the clan leader didn't really like the clan anymore, and then he created Team Pink. And then Team Pink didn't work out very much anymore either, so he changed the name back to Black again, which is the current clan I'm in. A lot of twisty, turny things and a lot of nonsense, but pretty much I've been with only 2 clans. A lot of the members in Black, in the original Black clan, and also Team Pink, were Hell's on Fire members, are at least the active ones rather, so I think that's the deal there. And that's pretty much what's happening with all the clan mumbo-jumbo stuff. Sorry that took so long, but there's a lot of spaghetti and clan switching in there.
I am
Yeah.
the chosen one.
However did you get to start your interviews? I think they're really fun, but how'd they start and how'd you get so... What was the journey?
Well, I started reviewing, the first gun I ever reviewed is the AK-74M, and the reason why I even reviewed the gun is because I noticed that there were no videos on YouTube of the gun yet, and I wanted to know what the gun was like. But I picked up the gun once, and I was doing really well with it, and I figured, hey, this gun's not too bad, and I bought an X, and I decided to buy the AK-74M. And so after I bought it, I realized that the gun was really, really good. And so I decided to do a review on it so I could put it on the on YouTube for everyone to see. I didn't go ahead and I didn't self-promote or anything. I just put it up there, and a lot of people started seeing it because I guess AK-74M was kind of a big deal when it first came out. A lot of people wanted to know what it was like, and so I just put it up there, and the video slowly gained popularity. And after a while, maybe a month or so, I started getting more subscribers, and I decided to make more reviews since I got some pretty good feedback from the first one. And so after that, I just started reviewing more and more from there, and here I am now. So,
What is your favorite review, by the way? You've done a lot. Is there any ones you ever had too much trouble with, or that you just really like?
I can definitely tell you ones I've had trouble with. I can't really tell you any reviews that I like specifically. I can tell you that I like the G36E Valkyrie review, even though it's pretty old, and I would very much like to re-review it. But I think I like that one because it's my favorite gun, and I think I do it some justice in that video and try and show people what the G36E is all about. But some guns that gave me a really hard time were the M417, the original one that I did like a year ago when it first came out. It was only available in the GP case. I think that was a bug, actually. I think the gun was released a couple days earlier than Nexon wanted, or the gun was in there and it wasn't supposed to be. But I had a lot of trouble with that. I had to redo it like 4 times because I didn't have the gun and the person was killing themselves for me, and that was just a big pain in the butt. But other than that, that's all really. Yeah, I don't really like any of my reviews, rather, because Fraps legs me a lot, and I don't really feel like it's really showing what how I can play at my full potential. But yeah, other than that, I think the G36E is probably my favorite, and the M417 is probably the worst.
Now, even if people have watched your reviews or played your game, it's undeniable that you at least have skill, and I'm pretty sure everyone wants to know, how do you play so good? Is there any little tips or tricks you want to tell them?
Well, other than right now, I'm playing really, really terrible because I'm trying to talk and this lag is really bad. But some good tips for people is try not to go full auto too much. I know I'm contradicting myself really badly right now because I'm pretty much spraying whenever I see anyone because I'm lagging really bad. But you want to tap fire any gun you have, doesn't matter if it's low recoil or not, because it gives you a lot of control over where your shot will go. Just try really hard to aim well and listen to people's footsteps and stuff with sound. And honestly, the best tip I can give to anyone is just try to play smart, try to know where people are going, how they're playing, and all that other good stuff. Just really like try and understand how another player would play the game and where they would go and stuff like that. And pay attention to the kill log, that's really important. And just all that other good stuff.
Are you done?
I am done.
Alright, you ever contemplated competitive gaming? I happen to be playing in it every now and then, but what do you think about it?
Sorry?
What do you think of competitive gaming?
What I think of competitive gaming?
Yep.
Right, competitive gaming. I like competitive gaming a lot, actually. It's really fun. Competitive gaming revolving around Combat Arms isn't something... I've done it, just not on Baxstar's account, obviously, and I know the most competitive thing that most people do is play Woggle, and I haven't necessarily played in any Woggle tournaments or proper teams or anything, but I've done a lot of scrimmages and stuff on different accounts, and that's all fun, and it's a lot of fun, and I like doing it. It's just I don't really have the time to get into competitive gaming, especially with Combat Arms. But other than that, I'm very competitive when it comes to games or sports too, but competitive gaming is really fun. And yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say about it.
With that computer of yours, do you ever plan to actually start making a montage or a frag shit clip?
I have. I've considered making a montage many times. The only problem with making a montage that I have with it is that, one, I'd have to record the footage, which is very, very annoying for me since I really, really dislike recording, and I really dislike using fraps whenever I have the possibility to not use it. So, and also the editing. I don't think I only really have basic editing skills when it comes to like Sony Vegas and stuff. So I'm pretty sure I can make a half decent montage. It's just that the time and the recording just isn't really that appealing to me. You know, I do plan to make a montage though, so I'll just put that out there. And I think this game's going to come to an end, so we'll have to continue our review interview in the next game.
Alright, so Bax, about your montage question, this is for people out there who just like, this might make you angry, but if you had a pro editor and you send him clips, would you let him make a montage for you?
Yes, I would actually. Yeah, I think I would. I think I'd prefer doing it myself. The editing and everything, I know I'm not like the greatest editor and everything. I don't know like some cool tricks. I could learn it. I could learn it. But I'm pretty good at like timing and stuff like that. But I don't know. I guess to keep to the question, I would let someone make me a montage. But the biggest problem still is actually recording the footage needed for that montage, which I would have to fraps, and I don't like frapsing. So, but yeah, to stick to the question, I would let someone make a montage for me if they're really good at editing, for sure.
So, okay, well, last question, or second last question. I'm not sure if I've asked you this yet, but are there any special functions you'd like to see in the game? I'm talking about stuff like vote kicking, etc. Any improvements, etc.?
Oh, yes. I definitely want to add something to this. I don't know if this is in the written interview. Maybe I just thought of this recently. But I would love a block friend invite function. I get spam friend invites all the time. As soon as someone puts my name in a megaphone or something, that just gets really bad there. But yeah, that's definitely probably my #1 most wanted function in the game, is to be able to block friend invites. Like especially when I'm talking, it's really annoying when there's multiple people trying to add me while I'm trying to talk to someone in the lobby, and eventually I'll hit enter when I want to hit enter to say something I wanted to say, and then instead of hitting enter to put out what I wanted to say, it'll accept a friend request, and that person will start spamming me like crazy on my my buddy list. So that's one thing I'd really like to be added. But I know another problem. It's not exactly a function I'd like added to the game, but it's something that's already part of it, and it has to do with the buddy system. And when people talk to you, in lobby, you can't do anything. You can't click away or anything like that if someone sends you a message, which is kind of annoying to me since a lot of people send me messages. So I always have to clear that out or have to press escape to close that message before I can move on. And there's one more other thing that I would probably really like as a function in the game, and that would actually be to block gifts, because other than any kind of new weapon that comes out, I don't really like being gifted, especially like random things when you're just wasting your GP or your NX for no reason. And I love the gifts and everything. I just think that I just really don't need them, and I really appreciate it, but it's just I feel bad, and I really don't need that stuff. I'm quite content with what I have and what I had a very long time ago. So that being said, so just answering the question, I'd really like a block friend request thing. That'd probably be my number one thing I'd have to say.
Alright, so I'll close this off for our last question before we can actually start focusing. Are you a competitive or a casual gamer? Would you consider yourself any of them?
Yes, I am a casual gamer now. I used to be a competitive gamer. I used to love playing competitively, but I am definitely now a casual gamer, especially since I'm in school right now, and I'm really trying hard to focus, even though that's really hard to do sometimes. I'm trying really hard to focus in school, and I really don't have time to play games competitively or a lot anymore. So, yeah, so I would say I'm a casual gamer now, but in the past I was a competitive gamer, maybe a year ago.
Alright, then actually, we're done, so why don't you close it up?
Alright, well, I'd just like to say thank you very much for interviewing me, Forte, and I'm glad we could have done this, and I'm glad we finally got this over with. I know this has been anticipated for a very long time.
Almost half a year.
Hopefully, yeah, almost half a year. Hopefully everything goes good, and I want to wish everyone the best who's watching this interview and who will be reading the interview, and yeah, and I'll see everyone next time.
Yep, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year to you, Forte.